We talk a lot about apartment markets where performance, while still strong, is trending down a little from earlier results. Today, however, we'll hit a spot where momentum remains impressive. Peak results for the cycle look like they're occurring right now. That market is Salt Lake City. Welcome to Apartment Market Dynamics from MPF Research. I'm Greg Willett. Cameron McIntosh is here too.
Let's start this Salt Lake City Love Fest with a look at pricing power. Rent growth is a metric where stats are especially great. Annual rent growth has topped 6% for 3 of the past 4 quarters, registering at 6.3% as of the end of 2016. It's been about a decade since the Metro has seen rent growth numbers approaching today's clip. And look at these figures by product segment. Annual rent growth tops 9% in the Class A stock. That's a drastically different story than the slowdown in rent growth recorded for top-tier properties in some of the nation's most active construction centers.
Helping Salt Lake City achieve such strong rent growth, the apartment base is full. Occupancy has hovered between 96 and 97% for 2.5 years. The current rate is 96.8%. That full occupancy has been held even with significant new construction occurring. Annual new supply has been running near 5,000 units for the past few years. Completions in 2016 were right at that level, 5,070 units. That's growing inventory at a yearly rate of about 4%.
Ongoing construction in Salt Lake City is at 7,507 units. The future product pipeline includes properties totaling 4,657 units scheduled to finish in 2017. Thus, this is one of the few places nationally where this year's delivery will trail behind last year's tally, even if the difference is fairly small.
Salt Lake City registers strong growth in both population and employment, pointing to continued solid demand in the near term. Thus, occupancy should remain tight at 96% or better.
Expected rent growth over the next year is healthy at about 4%. That's a little slower than the current growth pace, really just recognizing that record increases can't be sustained over the long term.
To the degree that there's downside risk to Salt Lake City's apartment market, it's worth pointing out that it can be comparatively tough to hold on to existing residents. Turnover when leases expire runs above the national norm. Partly that's because there's more loss of renters to purchase. While Salt Lake City's populace is heavy on young adults, fewer of the millennials here follow today's general tendency to delay marriage and have kids. In this family-focused setting, then, the desire for homeownership runs high.
Salt Lake City's apartment performance outlook remains strong. In fact, the Metro ranks among our most favorite markets in the near term. That wraps up this edition of Apartment Market Dynamics from MPF Research. I'm Cameron McIntosh, he's Greg Willett, and we hope you'll join us again soon.
Want more? Go deeper with MPF Research's apartment market reports. From a national level, down to individual metros, to specific neighborhoods, MPF Research has been providing unparalleled apartment market intelligence to the multifamily industry for almost 5 decades. Learn more by contacting us at 877-284-4938 or visit www.npfresearch.com and click on Market Reports.